Welcome to Rathalos Watch. Today, I am going to be talking about Capcom's big Monster Hunter Wilds showcase that's happening on the 23rd of October, which is next week. In this video, I will do a thorough breakdown of what to expect from the showcase for Monster Hunter Wilds, and I will do a quick history lesson into the past of Monster Hunter World marketing plans for Paris Games Week in 2017, so we have a point of reference for my prediction. Then, I will reveal my final predictions, so make sure to stick around for the very end, because all of the information is very important and you do not want to miss out on key details. If you are looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds coverage or just Monster Hunter in general, then don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on. Without further ado, let's begin. For those who don't know, or it's your first time hearing this, Capcom has officially confirmed on their Twitter that next week during Paris Games Week on the 23rd of October, they will be doing a big presentation for Monster Hunter Wilds that will be showcased by Ryozo Tsushimoto. With the showcase officially announced, this essentially confirms my speculation that Paris Games Week is indeed where we are getting the big reveals as opposed to Gamescom Asia. I've talked about this in greater detail in my previous news coverage video that discussed what Capcom might be showcasing and where for the month of October. If you are curious, you can go to the video by clicking on the card in the top right. So what can we expect at this showcase, you might ask? How many monsters are we going to see, and will we see a new locale as well? Or will the monsters be just presented in the current known biomes, including the Windward Plains and the Scarlet Forest? If you ask me personally, it's safe to assume that they are done showing Windward Plains. They've shown so much of it, and I'm sure it is time to move along and show some new additional stuff either in the Scarlet Forest or better yet a brand new locale. But let's be brutally honest, the most important questions are, is this the showcase where we are finally getting the Hammer monster reveal, or possibly the Switch X monster along with the returning monsters such as Nerscylla or Blangonga? Those are the real questions that we have to ask and the answers that we desperately need. So here is what I believe we are going to see in terms of new monsters. Next week is basically Halloween week, leading up to the 31st, which is exactly 7 days from October 23rd. If we take a closer look at the Hammer monster, it's quite obvious that it's horror themed. First, you got the giant brain inside of the hammer itself. The weapon itself also seems poisonous due to all the purple colors. And once again, if you look at the neckline, you can clearly see some sort of a tongue with two eyes. I mean, it just looks like the face of the monster itself if you pay close attention. If we take a look at the surgeon's cap on the female, you can also see a ton of eyes going around the entire cap. Meanwhile, the male counterpart is wearing a plague doctor's helmet. Yeah, this is 100% a horror themed monster. There's no question about it. I am quite confident that this is the place where we finally get to see the Hammer monster. It's also worth noting that Capcom will most likely showcase or at least tease a returning monster as well. Last month, back in September, over at Tokyo Game Show, we got the extended cut trailer with the young Kutku appearing for a few seconds and a surprise in-game confirmation of Lala during a live stream. I would not be too shocked if a returning horror-themed monster will also be showcased, and my god, do I hope it is Nerscylla. Let's be honest, if they show someone like Khezu, I do not think the crowd will go that wild, especially since he was already in Rise, and on top of that, I do not believe a lot of people like Khezu to begin with, so that would be kind of an awful surprise. But if you show Nerscylla fighting a Lala Barina out of nowhere, then the hype levels will just skyrocket. Not only is Nerscylla a good nostalgic monster to showcase, but it will also be the first time we would ever get two different Temnocerans in a single Monster Hunter entry, and she would make the perfect Halloween returning monster in my opinion. Now here is the big question. If both the Hammer monster and Nerscylla do get revealed, then where are they going to reside? I'm sorry, but the Hammer monster does not scream Scarlet Forest to me or Windward Plains whatsoever. I mean, I could also be completely wrong. I'm hoping that a new locale will be revealed. Perhaps some sort of a cavernous place that is part of the volcano, or rather a region that is a mix of fire, magma, caves, and an underground that is filled with some creepy monsters. For the record, you can encounter Nerscylla for the very first time in the Sucking Hollow locale in Monster Hunter 4, which is essentially an underground place where she has a nest. There's also another version of it where it's filled with lava. However, Nerscylla tends to also roam in forests such as the Primal Forest and Everwood in Monster Hunter 4 when they decide to abandon their nests and wander off. So Nerscylla showing up in the Scarlet Forest would not be that far-fetched. I'm also pretty sure Capcom will show a completely new locale, and it's worth noting that it has already been almost 2 months since we've known about the Scarlet Forest, and it's time for something brand new. Scarlet Forest was shown back in late August for the first time with Lala Barina and Ray Dow making big hype rounds. It's time for a new locale, Capcom. As a matter of fact, if we go back in time, Monster Hunter World did have a trailer for Paris Games Week back in 2017, and it did reveal the Rotten Vale locale alongside some new monsters such as Radobon, Otogaron, and Great Gyros, which equates to a total of 3 new monsters that reside in that biome. It really would not be that far-fetched if Capcom did the same thing for Wilds. It's almost 100% guaranteed at this point that we're getting a new trailer, and it will most likely include something similar. Please do remember that it wasn't until Tokyo Game Show that we finally got some gameplay of the Scarlet Forest, and if you ask me, I still haven't really seen enough of it, and personally I want more. Windward Plains, on the other hand, I do not care for anymore, nor do I want to see Doshiguma, Raid Out, or Chatacabra gameplay again. I've seen enough of those monsters and the locale at this point. The only monster that I do want to see more of though from Windward Plains is definitely Cumatris. I just need to see more of our new KFC member joining the club and how he operates. But honestly, if it's between Cumatris and a whole new locale with several new monsters, I'll take the latter. Also, just how many monsters exactly is Capcom going to be showing at this showcase? It's safe to assume that it will be at least 3. If they are going to be showing a new locale, then it would not be too far-fetched to also see the Apex Predator as the 3rd new monster alongside the Hammer monster and a returning monster. Just for the record, Capcom revealed 3 new monsters in a single State of Play trailer, including Uthduna, Cumatris, and Arkveld, and then they showed 2 returning monsters 2 days later at Tokyo Game Show itself. That is a total of 5 monsters within a span of 2 to 3 days, which is quite a lot if you ask me. Honestly, if we get the Hammer monster, a returning monster, and another new monster, then I'll be somewhat content for the most part. Although I'd suspect that many people will be upset if we do not get a sneak peek at a new locale. I believe the ultimate sweet spot will be a total of at least 3 monsters and a new locale. For all I know though, they could just do another big Scarlet Forest demonstration with some new and returning monsters, and that's it. We won't know 100% until then. I won't lie though, I love to see more Lala, but that's just a silly personal thing because I'm so obsessed with a goofy ass fart monkey. Last thing I wanted to talk about was the eventual demo announcement. Just a quick reminder, I did some research and it seems that the demo was also announced for Monster Hunter World back at Paris Games Week in 2017. Capcom gave full description of what you will be facing in the demo and where it will be taking place. It's very possible that they could do the same thing for Monster Hunter Wilds next week, but also would not be surprised if they saved it for the Video Game Awards for December 12th. So here are my final predictions. Prediction number 1, new trailer showcasing a new locale. Prediction number 2, 3 monsters total, 2 new ones and a returning. Prediction number 3, one of the monsters will be the Hammer reveal. Prediction number 4, the returning monster will be Nerscylla because of Halloween. Prediction number 5, the locale will consist of underground caves, volcano, and possibly swamps all in one place that are spread out accordingly, similar to how Windward Plains is divided into crags, dunes, and grasslands. Prediction number 6, 50-50 chance on a demo announcement. And those are the final predictions, fellow hunters. I believe they are reasonable if we compare them to what they did with Monster Hunter World back in the day. What are you personally hoping to see from the showcase, and what is important to you? The locale, the monsters, or the demo announcement? Let me know in the comments down below, and also don't forget to tell me your predictions as well. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe with notifications turned on. Peace out and happy hunting.